Is Dr. Jaishankar's diplomacy failing? Some commentators say Modi sidelined him and visited Ukraine. Also, Mr. Rajnath Singh signed a contract in collaboration of arms and ammunition with the US. I don't get what's currently going on. Is Indian diplomacy going well or bad? So, listen, I've been advised not to use certain adjectives when describing political commentators. So, how shall I describe these political commentators, these geopolitical commentators? I would say that they're trying to chase wisdom, but wisdom has always run faster than them. These commentators who say this. So apparently, some commentator has said that Modi sidelined Jaishankar and visited Ukraine. Right? So whichever commentator said that, I'm sure that that person, that those people are chasing wisdom, but wisdom has been always running faster than them. Now, here's the deal: Modi's visit to Ukraine was not some great piece of cake that Modi has always wanted to do. This was a courtesy visit. There is no national interest in us visiting Ukraine. Modi would have been the happiest person to delegate this to Jaishankar. And Jaishankar, I'm sure he was very happy that he did not have to go to Ukraine. His boss had to go to Ukraine because there was no point going to Ukraine. It is simply a courtesy visit done to placate the Americans. So there's no question of Modi sidelining Jaishankar and visiting Ukraine. He would have actually wanted Jaishankar to go in his behalf, but the Americans must have insisted. So just to placate them, Modi went. Okay, now, is Jaishankar's diplomacy failing? Look, diplomacy is what happens behind closed doors. Diplomacy is not the wonderful sound bites that you give and wonderful speeches that you make and those laser eyes that are shown of Jaishankar. That's not diplomacy. Diplomacy is what happens behind closed doors, something that you never ever see, and you don't even know what it is like. That's what diplomacy is. Jaishankar's diplomacy is not failing. He's carrying out his duties as usual. Okay, these geopolitical geniuses who make these statements, I can assure you that wisdom keeps on eluding them despite them chasing it. Rajnath Singh signed a contract on collaboration with arms and ammunition. Well, you got to do things, right? You got to do things. You've got to placate the superpower. You live in a jungle with this gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex, and you're simply a cat. You've got to keep Tyrannosaurus Rex happy. You are not a tiger, you are a cat right now. Understand where India stands on the geopolitical stage. It is the world's fourth most powerful nation, India. India's hard power score is 4.9. The US, 94. Do you understand the gigantic difference between 4.9 and 94? Okay. China is about 16 or whatever, and Russia is 54, 56. India is nowhere to be compared with the US or Russia or even China. China is about 3.5 times more powerful than India. So when you are small, you act your size. Okay. Don't try to be all big and make statements, then it comes back to bite you. So India is doing the right thing. You got to placate the Americans. You got to play the game, keep everybody happy, and quietly bide your time, hide your strength, bide your time, keep growing slowly, and do whatever is in your national interest. That's what's happening. Jaishankar's diplomacy is not failing. Modi isn't sidelining anyone. Rajnath Singh is doing whatever it takes to take India forward. Of course, we could do things in a different way, in a variety of ways. But look, leave it to the government. I mean, who are we to judge the government? Are we running the government? When you run the government, you come to know so many things that you can't handle. You simply can't handle those things. We essentially, who are outside the government, we have no access to classified information, top secret information. We don't have the correct picture of the world. It's very easy to sit here and criticize. Let's not do that. Let's support the government as long as they're in power.